Hey y'all, welcome back. Hope y'all have had a great few weeks. It has took me a while to get this video to upload for whatever reason, but as you can tell, I finally am doing my cabinets. I know if you watched my last video, I think it's my last video, where I had my shirt on and it blended in with my cabinets in the kitchen. And as you can tell right now, I have another orange shirt on for fall, and I am also blending in with it. I am painting them white, and it is paint that we had already had purchased when we bought the house, when we had to paint the trims and all through the house, and in the bathrooms we also had to paint the cabinets in there. So this was paint that I have left over from it, which was almost a whole gallon, which is cabinet paint also. So that is what I am using, so I already have it on hand. And what I am doing here is a primer without sanding, but I also sand too, but I just went over it with it as like a cleaner. But first I washed them really good, and then I used the no sand. I would have to go back and look. I cannot remember what it's called right now, and I just go over it with it, and then I'll paint. And then I will use my sanding brush and sand. And then I will wash all of that off again. And then I will put a second coat of paint. And this paint that I'm using takes 2 hours to dry. And I do this process 3 times because it took 3 coats for most of the cabinets. Right here, this is the bar that I've started with. And I was so nervous. I said a prayer before I got started. Please, God, let this work, because I am doing it myself and I did not want to mess up. But so far, I am loving it. And this paint actually came from Home Depot, and I don't remember the name, but it is self-leveling. And also, I am not what was the word I'm looking for? A professional painter. So do not come for me for advice, because I am basically just winging it. And by no means is it going to be perfect, but so far I am liking the looks of everything. And I also want to mention that these are real wood oak cabinets. So I do have the grain of the wood in it. So that is why it's taken, I'm assuming, the 3 coats. And not only that, it is like a orange wooden look. But I just want to make mention that is they are real oak cabinets, so it's taken a while. But anyways, this is just part 1 because it is taking a while, because I am doing it by myself, homeschooling my youngest and taking my oldest back and forth from school. So I'll start it whenever I get a chance. And then my kids got sick for a whole week, and going to doctor's appointments and back home has put me behind, and I was really hoping to get done before Thanksgiving, but that just isn't happening. So this, like I said, is just part 1, and I will be posting my part 1 of my Christmas decorating video before I actually show the end of the kitchen cabinets redo. But I really hope y'all enjoy the video, and I thank y'all so much for coming back. And if y'all don't mind, and if you like it, my content, please like and subscribe, and I thank you so very much. Painted all the other off camera, and I've already took this cabinet off and done, I think, the first coat or maybe second coat. I'm not sure, but I am doing it inside the house because I would do it out in my garage, but it's so windy at our house that I was afraid that the wind would blow stuff back in on my paint. So it was just easier for me to bring plastic in and just do it in the house. But that is what I'm doing here was doing the liquid sander and the sanding block and washing off again and repainting. And I just got them setting up on boxes, to keep them up off the floor. And hoping that the plastic keeps it up off of my floor. But I did have, drips of paint on the floor. And here in a little bit, you will also see me trying to take down the top cabinets. That did not work very well for me, but I did eventually get it down. But the cabinet is almost as tall as me. I'm only 5 foot. So, like I said, it was really hard and heavy. I didn't realize how heavy. But anyways, that is what I am doing here. for the cabinets, for the first coat, I'm leaving them on because it's just easier. And then I will take them off and lay them down on the plastic like I did all the others and do the rest of the coats and the rest of the sanding, because it seemed like it worked well with the brush in the cracks of the cabinet. So I do the brush first, getting through the cracks of the cabinets, and for whatever reason it just seemed like it was easier for me just to put the first coat or maybe even the second coat on and take off for the rest of, I guess, the third coat of sanding and, painting or whatever. But anyways, that was the process that I was doing. I would do the first coat while they're hanging and then take them down for the rest. Here I had put the drawer back on, and seemed to be harder than I thought to get back on and get back in straight. And I did not put the knob on the outside yet. My knobs are actually gold, and I couldn't decide whether I wanted to put the gold knobs back on or if I wanted to spray paint them black or if I wanted them silver. I wasn't sure. But what I did was clean all the top cabinets, and the big one that I was talking about earlier that I had a hard time getting off. This was a day that I had to go pick my daughter up from school early, and I tried to get her to come in here to help me, but she was just too sick. So my youngest had to help me, so I did not end up filming that. But either way, by the time y'all see this video, the top cabinets are almost done. And here is the bottom of the bar, and it still has to have the I cannot pronounce it. But anyways, it has to have the protective coat over the bottom of it. But you have to let these set and cure for at least 2 weeks before I put that on, because once it is sealed, it is sealed.